Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at this here. This is the latest from KZ. This is the Cca Trio. As the name implies, there are 3 legendary 8mm drivers in here. That's right, they're all 8mm drivers. It has switches, 4 of them each unit. They do change the sound very, very slightly. For the purpose of my reviews, I just kept it stock. Honestly, I like it better that way anyway. Let's go look at some of the specs here. As you can see, weighs 79 grams. It's a kind of a chunky boy. It's probably roughly about the same size as the Rhapsody. 3.5mm, 0.75mm QDC 2-pin connector. 20 to 40 kilohertz. Effective, of course, is 20 to 20. 15 to 20 ohms, depending on the switch. 101 to 103 decibels of sensitivity, depending on the switch as well. So that's basically it. Simple package. Inside, you're going to get 3 different sizes of the star lines. And also a set of the foamies. These are the little ones. I never use the little ones. I usually use the medium. There are a few pairs out there I have to use the large, but usually it's medium. Foamies, of course, affect the sound a little bit. I mean, every tip affects the sound. And of course you get the standard cable, silver-plated cable that comes with it. Not a bad cable. Obviously not a, replacement or upgrade cable quality, but it's still a decent stock cable, especially for the price. Although they do include it with some other more expensive sets. So here's the Trio right here. Quite gorgeous looking, to be honest. Looking at these look really, really nice. Here's your switches. It's got this kind of nice kind of curve to the shape of the design. You can only see one of the drivers. The other drivers are down inside that plastic thing. Pop this off so you can get a good look at the filter. It's a very tight kind of mesh filter. And you see this DD is right at the nozzle. Just going to try to put this back on quickly. There we go. Okay, so that's basically the shape in a nutshell. Now everybody's been asking, every time a new KZ comes out, they say this versus the Rhapsody. Completely different from the Rhapsody. The Rhapsody is a hybrid with, I think it has 2 dynamic drivers and 4 balanced armatures or something like that. I forget. But anyway, here it is, right next to this boy. So size comparative, a little bit bigger the Rhapsody. Not by much. Thickness-wise, very similar. Overall, I think this is just a little bit bigger in every way. So it is slightly smaller, looking at these. Let me try. Here's the Belon. So anyway, let me just put those away for now. And let's get on to our review about these. Okay, bass-wise, I know you're going to say 3 dynamic drivers. It must have a heck of a lot of bass. It really isn't a bass-heavy IM. There is very good bass in general. I'm just cleaning off my phone. I just saw smudges all over it. In general, very good bass. Very good kind of punch to it. It's not as deep as some of the other dynamic offerings of KZ. It's more balanced. It's extremely well-controlled bass. There's a rumble and a sub-bass if called upon. But for the most part, it's just like a really well-balanced kind of bass. Not as deep as you would think, because it's 8mm drivers. If it was a 10, it would be a little bit deeper. The 8mm, it does a really good job, but it's more of a kind of a quality bass than just a really deep bass cannon type bass. Mid bass is more prominent than the sub bass on this, but there is a nice little rumble there that has like kind of a fast decay when it's called upon. So bass overall, very good quality bass, decent texture and weight to it, but it's not an overly bassy IM. It's more of kind of a U-shaped IM. Now getting into the mids are very good. They have an adequate amount of texture and body. They have some, nice, just a nice kind of natural presentation to them. A little on the smooth side. Like I said, this has 3 dynamic drivers, all the same size. The Rhapsody is much more technical, much more detailed, where this one is much more kind of, I can't say it's more pleasant because I do like the Rhapsody a lot, but this one is more tuned toward like a nice kind of casual, kind of pleasant listening with decent details overall, but there's a lot of smoothness on here, a lot of smoothness to the details in general. The mids just sound really, really good. They're not overly warm. There is some warmth there. They're definitely not overly bright. Vocals are forward and well placed. Both male and female vocals sound really, really good on here. Just some kind of richness to them, and overall just nice, natural kind of tone to the mids. And speaking on natural, we get into... natural is kind of a theme here. The treble. The treble has a decent amount of sparkle and air. It sounds open. There's good separation throughout the frequencies. And, decent resolution. Not as much as the Rhapsody. There's no spikes. There's no harshness. There's no shoutiness to this. You get into the treble. It has some fairly kind of natural details to it. It sounds good. It doesn't overly spike. I think it might look that way on the chart, but it doesn't. It just sounds really, really good. It's got a lot of control there. It's more of a safe tuning. Like it has an extension, but it extends to like a safe limit. So a very good treble. Soundstage, excellent. Soundstage has a nice kind of natural, just beyond the field of your head. Excellent for games, mobile gaming, and stuff like that, and watching movies. Very good placement. Very good details in that overall. And it just does a really, really good job. I mean, in a nutshell, I would say this is a kind of pleasant, not so warm, little warmth, not so warm, but a pleasant U-shaped with good smoothness, decent details, excellent soundstage width-wise, and just overall just a very balanced, well-balanced presentation that you could probably listen to this all day long. And that's, in a nutshell, my assessment of this. So this has been the Cca Trio. I like this. I really do like this. Whether I like it more, it depends on what music I'm going to be listening to, whether I like it more than the Rhapsody or what was the other one we just recently did, the ZS. Definitely like this better than the Pro 2, definitely. Maybe a little bit better than the Krilla. And what was the other one? Oh, I can't think of the other one. They come out with so many models, but I like this one a lot. If you want more details, more resolution, get the Rhapsody. If you want something you could listen to the whole day long and it sounds really good, especially with popular music, jazz, R&B, hip-hop, and even electronic music, and it's fast enough for speed metal as well, pick this one. Definitely. You're not going to go wrong with this one. It actually sounds really, really good. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.